Hello beautiful parents, welcome to Mom on Board. I am Sharvali. Summers have started, heat is increasing day by day, temperature is rising day by day. We are getting irritated because of heat, because of temperature rise. We are sweating a lot. Our today's video is again related to summer care in babies. In today's video I am going to share information about the prickly heat rash in babies. What are the different causes, what are the different remedies, what are the different prevention ways of it. So today's video is going to be a very much in detail, very much informative video. Before starting today's video, I am just taking 2 minutes of you are seeing a red button on your screen, that is the subscription button. If you are new to my channel, if you are watching first time my video, then please subscribe my channel, that is Mom on Board. We have to make a big fat family of Mom on Board very soon, so please subscribe Mom on Board and please share this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please make sure you are watching this video till the end and please hit the like button for me, and please comment on me if you are having any doubt, any queries related to this video. Then please feel free to comment me. I am always there for you. I will answer all your queries, all your doubts. So without wasting much more time, here we are starting our today's video, that is prickly heat rash in babies. So firstly we see what is the prickly heat rash exactly. Prickly heat rash, they are the small red dots or the small red spots you can see on your baby's skin, especially in the area of the neck, chest, stomach, armpits, back, on the back neck, where the baby sweat a lot because of they are wearing a cloth on that part. So these are the prickly heat rash, that is a red little spots occur on the baby's skin. Then the next is causes for the prickly heat rash. In summer generally we sweat a lot. Babies are so much busy in their activity, in their playing area, because they are having summer vacation, so they are so much busy in doing so many activities. In that cases they sweat a lot. In babies the sweat glands are not that much developed as in elderly persons, so because of excess sweat the sweat gland gets clogged, their pores get clogged, and because of that the sweat is not getting a way to come out, and because of that a prickly heat rash is occurs in a baby. In most of the cases in winters also we see a prickly heat rash problem in babies. This is occurs because we are wearing a extra layer of clothes to babies in the winter, in the fear of that our baby get cold and cough. In that case also prickly heat rash problem is occurs. Then what we have to do, that is we have to remove the extra layer of cloth in winter also and in summer also. We have to notice the room temperature, then the AC temperature. If you are preferring a cooler, then the cooler temperature. Then we have to adjust according to the layer of the clothes we are wearing to our baby, whether we have to put extra layer on baby skin or we have to remove the extra layer from the baby skin. So it's totally depend on the temperature condition. Then next is whether it is dangerous or not. Most of the cases prickly heat rash is not dangerous. If you are noticing it and you are treating it at early stage, then it will definitely go off by 2 to 3 days. But you are seeing your baby's body heat is increasing in the form of prickly heat rash and still you are not treating it, you are not removing extra layer of the clothes, or you are not doing proper care, then obviously in that case it may cause some problem to your baby's skin. Then next is the what are the different treatments, what are the different remedies for the prickly heat rash. Yes, there are the different remedies, there are the different ways to treat the prickly heat rash. First of all, the first one is cool down your baby's body temperature. Yes, prickly heat rash is occurs because of increasing the heat, because of increasing the sweat in your baby's body. So first of all we have to make sure we are cooling down his body by doing different things. First of all is clothing. Yes, what kind of clothing we are wearing to our baby in summers. Please prefer cotton. It's very good fabric in summer to use on babies. It absorbs all the sweat which is coming out from your baby's skin. Please do not go for any polyester or any nylon material, whether you like it a lot, but please try to avoid it in summer. Then the second is make sure you are using light color shade, light color cotton material on your baby's body in the summer. Light sky blue, light orange, light green, light yellow, whatever the shade you like, but make sure you are using a light color shade on your baby, because it will minimizes the absorption of the sun rays, and because of that heat problem then obviously get reduced. If you are using or if you are liking the dark color of shade, then what happened, that absorb the maximum sun rays, and because of that obviously the body temperature of baby is increases and prickly heat rash problem is occurs because of that. So try to avoid any other material except that cotton and dark color material, especially in the summers on your baby. Then the next is remove extra layer of the clothes from your baby skin if he or she is not needing it. If your baby is indoor at a daytime, then in that case there is no need of full sleeves or 3/4 sleeves. Make sure your baby is wearing cotton material. Light loosen fitting material clothes are very good in summers. If you are preferring AC or a cooler, in that condition half sleeves is sufficient. Please do not put your baby on a full sleeves, that will also give a irritation, because in summer at a daytime babies are so much busy in their playing activity. In that case they sweat a lot, so make sure you are not preferring full sleeves or a thick material cloth on baby skin. Please prefer cotton, light shade, loosen fitting clothes that will give a cozy atmosphere to baby, and obviously it will minimizes the heat problem or the prickly heat rash problem on baby skin. The next is do not use powder on baby skin in the summer. In most of the cases parent thinks that it's a summer, if we are putting powder on baby skin, that will give a coolness effect, that will absorb the sweat on baby's body. It's a totally opposite what is going to happen. Powder, what it does, it exactly clog the sweat gland, because the baby's system is developing, their sweat glands are not developed as much as ours. So in that case powder, what it does, it clogs the sweat gland, and because of that the sweat is not coming out from the skin, and obviously a problem of prickly heat rash occurs. So please do not use powder in summer on baby skin. Then the next is avoid sun exposure. Yes, it's very important. Make sure you are not taking your baby outside at peak heat hour, that is from 9:30 to 10 up to 5:30 to 6 p.m. in the evening. Yes, it's very heat outside, that will obviously give a prickly heat problem because of increasing body heat, and obviously there might be a chances of getting heat stroke, because when you are indoor, when you are at your home, you are using cooler or AC, and all of a sudden if you are going outside, then there is a heat atmosphere, then because of drastic change in atmosphere there might be a chances of getting heat stroke to babies. It's definitely not a good thing for a baby. So try to avoid sun exposure at a very peak heat hour time. It's very important for babies. Then the next is stay in air conditioner. Yes, it's very important in summer. We require a cool atmosphere for ours also and for babies also, because of heat we all get so much irritated. So make sure most of the time you are keeping your baby in air conditioner. The temperature for air conditioner for baby is from 24 to 26 degrees Celsius is very ideal temperature. It's very good for baby's health. Baby does not get any cold or cough in that air conditioner temperature. So try to keep your baby most of time in a daytime where there is a very heat outside. Do not take your baby outside. Make sure he or she stays in a home in air conditioner or in cooler, whatever you are preferring. So make sure he or she staying at home, staying in indoor. It is a very good treatment for prickly heat rash or increasing the body heat in babies. Then the next is wash skin fold. Yes, babies are having so many skin folds, like in their arm area, in stomach area, in thighs area. Please make sure intermittently you are washing all this folding. In that folding, what happens, the sweat is coming out mostly and the area is foldy, so we are not generally noticing it. So please intermittently wash all the folds. Make sure baby is not sweating in that area. Make sure you are removing all the sweat, all the oil from the baby skin. So there might be a less chances or there might be no chances of prickly heat rash in that area. So intermittently wash all folds of the baby's skin. That will obviously give a relief from prickly heat rash. Then the next is bath. Yes, it's very important and baby just love this. Summer is a season where you actually should enjoy your baby in the water, because in winter and in rainy season we are avoiding them to go in water. Summer is a season where exactly the baby can enjoy with a water. So in summer 2 times bath in a day is very essential for baby. In a daytime or in a morning session, do regular bath to your baby, and in the evening session when your baby is coming in home from their playing zone or from their garden, then make sure you are giving them a little 2 minute of bath. Just put a water on their body. That will also give a very cooling effect and very comfortable feeling to your baby, and also a problem of prickly heat rash is minimizes because of cooling body temperature of the baby. Then the next is if you are seeing there is a problem or there is a prickly heat rash occurs on baby skin because of some reason, then there is no need of worry. You can try these things. Obviously that will help to minimize this problem. First is you can use the ice pack. Make sure you are taking 2 to 3 cubes. Then make a ice pouch, tight in a cotton cloth, soft cotton cloth, and tap on the area whether the prickly heat rash occurs on the baby skin. Make sure your baby is not getting irritated because of that. Make sure your baby is not getting too much coldness because of that. Ice intermittently for 2 to 3 seconds. Please tap that area. That will also give a very comfortable effect to your baby, and also obviously relief from the prickly heat rash problem. Then the next is you can use a aloe vera gel. I am talking about the natural aloe vera gel, not any artificial marketed product. Take a leaf from aloe vera plant, cut it, take out the gel from that, and apply on the baby's area whether the prickly heat rash is occurs. Leave it open for 10 to 15 minutes, let it dry, and after that give a little bath or wash out that aloe vera gel. That will also give relief from that prickly heat rash and also a cooling effect to your babies. Make sure your baby is not putting his or her hand in mouth, because aloe vera gel is very bitter in taste, and because of that there might be a chances of baby is getting irritated. So make sure you are applying that aloe vera gel properly, let it dry, and then wash out. It is a very good remedy on prickly heat rash treatment, and obviously it also helps in minimizing and reducing the excess heat which is produced in the baby's body. Then the last is cucumber paste. Cucumber is having very medicinal values in itself. Peel off the cucumber, then make a paste in a mixer grinder. Take it in a pouch in a cotton cloth, tap it. This is the one way that will also give a relief and cooling effect to your baby. Or in another way, you can directly apply that cucumber paste on prickly heat rash area on your baby's skin. Leave it open, leave it for 20 minutes, let it dry, and then after peel off or wash it. It will also give a very cooling effect, and it will helps in drying that prickly heat rash spots, and also give a very comfortable feeling to your babies. Obviously his irritation, his scratching will be minimized because of that. This is all the remedies, all the treatments to cure the prickly heat rash problem in babies. I hope you like the all treatment, all the remedies of treating the prickly heat rash. Then the next is whether we can prevent it and how we can prevent it. It's a very good thing now. If a prickly heat rash problem is not there, baby is not getting irritated, he is not feeling scratchy. So what are the different prevention methods? What are the different prevention ways from the prickly heat rash? The very first is try to avoid, take your baby outside at very peak hour of the heat, that is from 9:30 to 5:30 to 6 p.m. in the evening. Yes, it definitely give a prevention from the prickly heat rash problem. It's a very good thing to avoid getting in a sun, to avoid a sun exposure on the baby's skin. Because of that, what happened, the heat is not increasing in baby's skin, the heat problem is not there, sweaty problem is not there, and so ultimately the prickly heat problem is not occurring in the babies. Then next is wear cotton material cloth on your babies. Make sure you are wearing loosen fitting cloth, not tighten fitting cloth on babies in the summer. Make sure you are preferring light color shade, as I mentioned earlier. Any shade which you like, make sure it's light in shade. What happens, it prevents the sun rays to absorb on the baby's skin, and obviously the body heat of the baby is not increased if you are preferring the light color of shade on baby's skin, especially in the summers. Then next is make baby cool. There are various ways, as I mentioned. Making a baby cool is, first of all, make sure you are not getting outside to your baby is the first thing. Make sure you are wearing him or her cotton clothes. This is the second thing. Make sure you are wearing him or her a light color shade cotton clothes. This is the third thing. Make sure you are preferring a sleeveless, not full sleeves cloth in a summer when your baby is indoor, when you are not preferring any AC or cooler at a daytime. Make sure your baby is wearing a thin layer cotton banyan like material. Most of the time I will say let baby nude for some time. Then make sure you are noticing whether your baby is sweating a lot than normal or not. How can you measure that? See whether your baby is having sweat in the back area, whether in his behind the neck area, whether it's in armpits, whether on his stomach. So excess of sweat is occurs because of excess of heat. This is a very good way of measuring increasing body heat in the babies. Because of excess sweat, what happened, the baby's sweat glands are not developed, they are in developing stage, and excess of sweat, what happens, the sweat glands pores get clogged and the sweat is not coming out from their skin, from their body, and the sweat is get trapped under their skin, and because of that the prickly heat rashes occurs. Mainly clogging of the sweat gland is a reason for occurring of the prickly heat rash. So make sure you are cooling your baby by different ways, what I mentioned earlier. Then the next is hydration. As I mentioned earlier, hydration is very important, especially in the summers. In babies also and in elderly persons also, hydration is very important in summer. So make sure your baby is hydrated well. If he or she is on breast milk or on a formula feed, then make sure intermittently every 2 hours you are feeding them. If your baby is on solid, if he or she plus 6 months, then make sure you are offering him, then coconut water is very good option. Various different types of fruits are there, like a watermelon, muskmelon, pineapple, apple. Most of the time please try to offer a juicy fruit, that will also give a very good fluid in their body. In that form matter also you can also offer a curd is a very good option in summer. It's also having a probiotic in itself that will help to kill the germ in the intestine which is available. So try to offer curd or buttermilk or lassi. These are the different things which are very important in summer, that is also give a very good fluid intake and very good hydration balance in your babies. So make sure your baby is very well hydrated in summer by offering different things in whatever form he or she likes it. Please make sure you are offering your baby all these things in different form. It's very important in summers. Then the next and last in prevention of prickly heat rash is a diet. Diet is very important. Offering extra hydration, extra fluid in summer is very important in babies, because it obviously give a relief from constipation also. So make sure intermittently you are offering different kind of fluids to your baby, whether it will be a juice, whether it will be a water, whether it will be a milk, in any kind, in any form. Make sure your baby is taking most of the fluid, especially in the summer. It's a very good thing of prevention of prickly heat rash and also from the dehydration. And then the last is, if your baby is 6 months plus, make sure you are offering little bit of water, a little sip of water to your baby. It is a very good option for hydration. It will give a relief from increasing body heat in babies, and obviously there will be a not problem of prickly heat rash in babies. Then the last is there any need to going to doctor for a prickly heat rash treatment? Generally in most of the cases it's not that much serious. If you are identifying it, if you are seeing it at very early stage and you are treating it at very early stage, then it obviously go by 2 to 3 days for sure. But make sure you are doing all the necessary measure. If you are following all the treatments, all the remedies what I mentioned, then obviously it will go. But still it is not going, you are seeing that a prickly heat rash spots are increasing, you are seeing a pus inside it, then obviously definitely in that case you have to go to doctor. It will give a proper ointment, proper cream, proper treatment to babies. So in that case obviously you have to take a suggestion or proper guidance from the doctor. But make sure you are not applying any ointment, any cream, any lotion without doctor consult. It ultimately worsens the situation. It ultimately clogs the sweat gland of the babies. Sweat gland get clogged, and because of that there might be a worse situation on the baby skin. So make sure you are not applying anything on baby skin without doctor consultation. Baby skin is so delicate, they are so delicate. So make sure you are not doing anything harm to your baby skin without consulting the doctor. So this is all about the today's prickly heat rash problems in babies. I had tried to cover different aspects of it, that is different treatment, causes, what are the prevention methods of prickly heat rash. I hope you liked the today's video. It's enough for a day. If you like today's video, please hit the like button and please share this video, because sharing is caring. And please subscribe Mom on Board. As I mentioned earlier, we have to make a big fat family of Mom on Board very soon. So please subscribe Mom on Board. We will meet very soon in my next video. Please till then take good care of yourself, and please till then be on board and be in touch.